Now we're moving into drift cross, and this is going to see the drivers challenged to use their drift setup in this course. Now, 2/10 deduction will be awarded to any driver that hits any cones or course markers, and the best run out of 2 counts. Jeff Jones is our first driver out here, and the guys have had a practice session, but I would imagine it's a little bit nervy being the first guy out here, having all the eyes on you. But right now, Jeff Jones, he's gonna be the one to beat. So what's really great about Jeff Jones is that he told me that this is the car that he competed with in the 2020 series. He hasn't refreshed it yet. Most of these other drivers, like Dylan, just put in a brand new engine last night. The team was up until 2 a.m. So Jonesy said he was just getting ready with his old car. He's still really comfortable in it. But let's see how Dylan Hughes does, who's up next. Went out first. Now Dylan Hughes is up for his first run, so watching him, I know it's early, but talk us through what you're seeing him do.
He's going conservative. He's saving tires, saving those tires, and just trying to do like more of a grip run right now. Definitely looks like he's probably just going for a high time, and does a little bit of drifting right there. I think that'll work out well for him.
Is it faster to drift?
You know what? I don't think on the way this course is set up, it's not. Earlier when we were doing the backies, I was playing around with the course, and I could only do 70 miles an hour on the bank while gripping, but I know I can do over 80 while drifting. So with this small of a course, I don't think drifting is going to be any faster. But he's got a good little boogie going on right now. He's taking it kind of conservative. It's what's this thing called? Drift cross?
Yep.
So I just had to drift it. I couldn't do the road racing part of it. I would unfollow myself if I just road raced. I'm not happy with that.
Are you happy having a timed element in this?
Yeah, the time thing is pretty cool. I think it should be mandatory that we all drift the whole thing to really see what our cars can actually do while drifting.
Right.
If we were coming into this really wanting to do a road race setup, we'd probably take the spools out of our car and give it more of a two-way quick change or a two-way diff, and probably take out the Ackerman out of the front of our cars. Right. So I'd like to see more drifting. Okay. We should also have a passenger, right?
That'd be
there
so
should be
fun.
like a judge yelling at us or something. Maybe we're blindfolded and they tell us when to turn.
Oh God, that'd be so scary.
Down for all that. And also there should be 2 of us out there. I don't know what's up with this single
for
car
next
run.
year.
I want to step this up.
Yeah. Dylan, you were just on the track. You just did your first run, 2 laps, and tell us about what you learned out there.
That is very different from what we're used to. In drifting, what we normally do, it's like big weight transfer, big flick, big angle, big throttle, big tire smoke, and there was none of that in that lap. So it was definitely interesting to kind of try that out. I've never even tried to go, grip racing fast in that car before. So it's kind of just right on the edge of kind of feeling that understeer, fighting the understeer, and then as soon as it steps out, kind of just catching it, trying to stay fast and trying to stay smooth. And picking the right line is going to be absolutely the most important. But yeah, just having fun, loving it.
Well, let's look at what Kyle's doing here, and what do you like? What do you think he could do better?
I like that he has a little bit of slip angle through the whole thing. I think as drifters, that's going to be mandatory for sure. I think that he should stay a little bit higher up and kind of try and late apex some of these cones. And I really feel like that's where the speed is going to come from, is late apexing it, because it will set you up better for the next corner. So that's just my first thought moving forward.
Okay, awesome. Out on the track right now. I was hoping you could watch him and walk me through what he's doing well, and maybe what you would recommend as a change.
Yeah, I mean, so this is really unique, using Formula Drift cars in a non-excessive drifting environment, and we really didn't make a lot of changes to our car setup. So I mean, while Dai was out there, I was noticing, he's really trying to not understeer, not oversteer, keep a really tight line. This is extremely different than anything we normally do in drifting, which is all about exaggeration and style while you're going fast. This is the epitome of like neat and tidy and controlled, which it's hard to get out there and do 2 laps and not do, as a driver, what we want to do, which is drift, let alone what the cars are set up to do. So I'm really interested to see how our time was. I made a couple mistakes. I know I can go faster. And yeah, I would do this again if given the opportunity. So it's fun stuff.
Good.
Rotary power.
Yeah, well, let's go look at your time.
All right.
Dai, you just came off the track and we were looking at your times. You were about 4 seconds faster than Kyle Mohan.
All right.
Of course, with your road racing, your win at Pikes Peak. What was the strategy here?
So just try grip, no sliding. I know it looks not as aggressive and not looks fun, but the key is to not get sliding, right? So I'm sure looks-wise, I feel like slow because I'm like just feathering the throttle, but ended up that's the fastest way to go through. Yeah.
Thank you, Dai.
Thank you.
Tell me your thoughts. Rad Dan on the track now.
Well, I kind of wish I did what Dan's doing, because that is definitely more fun. But I like learning new things and driving my car in a way that makes it faster on this tight course. I think it's fun. It's a fun challenge. We all know this is a lot of fun, but it's fun to try something different. So I'm curious to see how the times compare. Having fun versus trying to keep the car nice and straight and gripped up. Yeah, dude,
Nice.
I still don't know if a little bit of slip angle is making me slower or faster, because I feel like a little bit of slip angle, and then I'm not so ginger on the throttle, and when I get on it, it like puts you in the seat.
Right.
Whereas if you're trying to keep it completely straight, you can't really get on it. It never puts you in the seat.
Right.
So like, what's the...
Well, we got one more lap to figure it out.
I think I'm gonna go a little harder on my next one. I don't know about you, but I feel like there's more to be had.
Yeah.
Without getting in cranking angle, but a little slip angle, and I think our cars do fine at a little bit of angle.
Just like this much.
I know, they actually get going. It's like not how a typical road race car does though.
Definitely not. Lots of understeer. You're just kind of fighting it the whole time. But I'm turning the nitrous on next one.
Nice.
Was that a good time?
Yeah, it was really fun. It's really hard to make it go fast though. It just wants to slide in the back or the front. Yep, see what I'm talking about? Sliding in the front. So the whole time you're just struggling to do like half throttle or like 40% throttle, and you're like, come on! And then throw the car brake and then keep it in boost. So the car doesn't want a grip race, but we're making it do it out here. So it's pretty fun though, a little challenging, but yeah, fun. Good. See how he's just like half throttle the whole time, and then everything's slipping and sliding. It feels like you're going faster than you probably are. Yeah. I'm in second gear.
Yeah, that's what the guys were saying.
But you wouldn't want to go higher. You'll just lose the front of your car if you went any higher.
Like what you saw with Essa?
Yeah, I think, well, Essa's a really good grip race driver as well. He does a lot of grip racing, so I have a feeling he's gonna have a good time, be one of the guys that's hard to beat. I know his car's not set up, it's set up for drift, but he just has the seat time of grip racing that I probably don't have as much. We'll see.
Yeah, let's go check out your time.
Out the time.
So, Mike, this is a completely different element in drift with this timing. And what did you discover out here?
I'm not sure what I've discovered yet. We didn't have enough practice to really figure it out, and these cars just don't want to do this. Yeah. So it's really challenging. The track is really bumpy, coming in and out. There's like potholes and stuff, and the tight corners. So trying to grip the whole thing. My car understeers a lot, so I'm trying to drift just a little bit so I don't have that understeer. We would have to do a lot of setup changes to make the car work properly out here, but it's fun.
Yeah, for sure. So you're discovering maybe it's not faster to drift the whole course, which maybe that would be more fun?
Yeah, I mean, sliding the car around a little bit on some of the tighter stuff is faster, I think, and it depends on car setup too, how much grip the car has. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whose run is actually faster. And now Rome's coming up, so we'll watch his run.
Yeah.
So right away, he's on a very tight line here, which technically the shorter you can go, the tighter you can run, the less distance. So that should be a faster way to go. He's really tight around the clips, and he's not drifting at all. So he's really keeping it under control.
And he went into this pothole. It looked like it really unsettled the car. Yeah,
this section especially, and even the center, it's really, really bumpy. So it's hard to get the power down.
Missed the pothole that time.
Yeah, but no, he's looking pretty solid out there. I mean, I think he's found like right at the level of grip of the tires, and he's not exceeding it, so he's looking good. He's looking pretty fast.
What do you think you'll do different for your second run?
I'm going to make a few shock changes and try to get some more front grip.
Okay.
And I think I can pick up some time by doing that.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Mainly need to watch out for this hole here.
I know.
Well, you hit that your first lap and it totally unsettled the car, so I was wondering if you had a hard time adjusting back for that.
I feel like I bent a rim, but it's okay. Because the first lap it was smooth. After I hit the bump, then the rear of the car was a little...
Yeah, you're trying to get it back under control.
Yeah, I was like, so probably bent rim, but it's okay. It's fun.
This has been such a really great day, so much fun, and this is the first time that Formula Drift has introduced a timed element into drift cross.
Yeah.
So how have you been adjusting to this?
It's a lot different for sure. Like, our cars are really only made to drift, so like trying to tame them down to grip is a pretty good challenge in itself, you know, but once you get the grip and get through the track, it seems to be pretty fun.
So Michael Essa was just talking about sometimes you have to throw away a corner to catch more speed on the straightaway. Is that something that you were thinking about?
I was kind of actually just letting the car rotate a little bit easier to try to get the, like, settle it and get on the gas a little sooner, but my car's a big boat, you know, so it's a little harder to drive.
Nice. Any thoughts on this contest?
It's different for sure, you know, it's not like the normal drifting, but it's fun, you know, to give us a little different challenge for sure, is something new at least, you know.
Perfect.
No, I think I'm gonna have to sit it out the next one. I sent it on the practice lap like full drift, and that was a bad idea. So
your tires aren't gonna make for the second run?
No, probably not. I'm gonna have to save them for the drag race to see how we do there. So
Okay.
we'll hold off on the hard drifting for now.
Okay. Adding a timed element to drift cross really changed a lot of the mentality of all these drift drivers, because they had to figure out, do we drift, do we race? So it was Dai Yoshihara that really dialed in the track and figured it out, followed by Odi Bakchis and Rome Charpentier.